Well, hello there. I'm here to show you how to stuff a turkey. Now, what I have here is my turkey is already deboned. I have a half a turkey, which I cut in half, keeping the skin. And I decided that I would keep the turkey wing. You do have the option to debone the turkey wing if you should decide to do so. But that's the turkey. I deboned, whereas this is my dark meat. I deboned the leg. Still see the skin, like I said, in there. So what we're gonna start off doing first is we're gonna go ahead and season it up, stuff it up with some good seasoning here. I have here some jalapeno. I chopped some bell pepper. I just did it for color, the green, yellow, and orange. I have my seasoning mixed, and that's cayenne pepper, salt, accent, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of everything, you know. I'm also going to put a little bit garlic. I don't use a lot of garlic because, again, if you depend on how you're serving it, it could tend to spoil if you leave it out, but you could use a little bit garlic. And then also just for, again, adding taste, I'm using some of the Tony Szechuan butter and jalapeno. You have the option, if you don't want to use that, you can also use butter, you know, plain butter. But again, that's just keeping it whereas that you don't have a lot of that cholesterol and what's not in it. But, you know, if it don't kill you, it'll make you fat. So what I'm going to start off doing first is I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning on it, sprinkle some seasoning in that. You want to go ahead and get the seasoning in as much as you could. In the creases, in between the skin, you want to put the seasoning in there. Stuff it in there as much as you can. To your taste. You don't want to overpower it by having it too much, but of course, always when it comes to turkey roll, I like mine seasoned pretty well. You know, we're gonna let it marinate because it's gonna be there for a while. I'm not gonna cook it tonight, or probably won't cook it until Easter, to be honest with you. But just as you see here, I'm just getting the seasoning in. We're going to come later to the wing, and we're going to stuff that wing up, you know, because some lucky person is going to have that wing to be able to eat on. Of course, it's probably going to be me. Save that wing there. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting the seasoning in. And again, it's a mixture. You're putting it in. I'm putting it all in between the meat because, again, we're going to be rolling this. This up here, we're gonna roll it up so that way we'll be able to have our turkey roll. And this turkey roll this size right here, you should be able to feed at least 25 people. You have 25 pieces for sure out of this. All right, so once I got the seasoning in, my next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this colored bell pepper, and I'm going to take some of that and rub that in there as well. Just rub it in. You don't want a lot. Again, this is just more or less for color, for look. You know, give it a little taste, but you just rub it in there, in your creases, in between, wherever you can see to put it in there. Okay. All right, we got some of that there. All right, so I have that in there. Now, my next thing that I'm gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and put some of this jalapeno in here. Again, that's an option. You don't have to put it because you have your seasoning in there. Like I said, when it comes to a good turkey roll, is having it seasoned right, because, you know, turkey is already bland to me without seasoning. You know, I know my first experience with a turkey was my aunt. She had gone to Piccadilly, or Luby's, I say, and she bought her a turkey, and we get up there for Thanksgiving at her house in Port Arthur. And oh my God, it was just a turkey that was baked. that maybe they sprinkle some salt on, and oh my God, we would always stop to churches before we go after, many experience of a different type of food if you wanted to taste something right. But she tried. There was some things she could cook. Some. Not much. But gotta love her for trying. She got raised in Texas, so she didn't know no better. She was a little yuppity, Right. So, yeah, I'm putting the pepper. Like I said, it's up to you how you want it. I like it spicy. And here I'm going to come with a little bit of the garlic. I'm not going to put a lot of garlic. Like I said, it's for taste, but at the same time, depending on what you plan on, how you plan on serving this, you don't want to end up with sour meat, leaving it out if it's not going to be served right away and going to be sitting out, okay? So, we're dealing with turkey. Like I said, we put your seasoning in there and make sure it's going through. You want it to taste right. And then again, I got this all up in here. Stuffed, seasoned. Some seasoning wherever you can put it. Yeah. And of course, we're going to do that outside. So, my next thing is, again, I'm using a little bit of this Tony Satrin. It's the injectables. It's the butter and jalapeno. It just gives it a little juice, keeps it juicy, keeps it wet. Like I said, you have the option with the salt. Well, I'm sorry, not salt, but with the butter. I was about to say that the butter kind of makes it a little salty to me. Gives it too much. Other than that, you have to cut back on your salt. Period. So, like I said, I'm just putting a little bit to wet it. Don't want to overdo it because you don't want to overpower it. And it's going to marinate in here. Like I said, this here is going in the freezer because not ready to cook it. But once I do cook it, it'll be the marinate. And oh my goodness, it's going to be delicious. Like I said, this is the first time that I left the wing on, that I've actually deboned it this way. Saw somebody else do it that way, not saw them, but I cooked one for them. But it was a little different. For some reason, I thought maybe they used thread or something, the way that it was rolled. It wasn't long, it was flat. But I think mine is just as good, if not better, because I think I could get more off of it the way I have it. But this is how you would definitely be rolling it. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and stuff the wing. I'm going to stuff it with some seasoning. I punched some holes in it. Put some seasoning in it. And somebody enjoy it. Hopefully me. I'll just take the tip. They could have the rest. But we're going to stuff it up here. With some seasoning, stuff it with some garlic, a little bit of jalapeno in there. Yeah, this is gonna be a little spicy for those that like a little spice in their life. Everybody like a little spice in their life, don't they? Don't put your mind, don't get your mind dirty. That's not what I'm saying. But if you ain't there, ain't nothing wrong with that either. Yes, indeed. So again, all I'm doing, I'm just stuffing the wing up. Put a little seasoning in there, so that'll be just as good as the turkey roll itself. So again, we just gonna do the outside. We're gonna roll it back. Okay, just get it. I kind of have this little thing in here, but most of my turkey, like I said, my turkey is deboned. This is what it's gonna look like on the inside. Once you do it, you have your meat all spread, and we're gonna roll it up here in a minute. What I'm gonna do, I see a little few pieces here that I could go ahead and cut. If I could get my scissors out of this drawer without touching and dirtying stuff. I'm just gonna wash up my hand so that I can get it. Go ahead and get this off first before I roll. All right. So, kitchen scissors. These kitchen shears are wonderful. All right, so what we're gonna do next is go ahead and roll our turkey. We're gonna roll it into this. Okay, still, you got your turkey roll here. All right. This is your turkey roll. Right. I think we did a good job with that in seasoning wise. So what I'm gonna do with it now, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. What I do is I wrap it up. I don't tie it. Some people take strings and they tie it. The way that I wrap it in a foil. And the foil, as I put it in the foil paper, I'll wrap it tight enough to where that it goes into its own roll. And we're set. So again, we already deboned it. Next time when I'm deboning it, I'll go ahead and film that as well. But should you choose to, you have the option that if you wanted to tie the string around it, not necessary. Give me one moment and I'll get the foil, and then I'll be able to show you just exactly how you do it. Okay. All right. So what I have here is the foil paper. What I start off with the foil paper is let's see here, I changed my mind. I'm going to use foil paper, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the large foil paper. Right, so it's me being slow. I was pulling up my foil paper. So again, what I have here is some foil paper. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my turkey roll. Again, turkey roll is rolled already. As you can see, I have it rolled. This is what it's looking like, you know, rolled. I'm gonna put it here on this foil paper. Okay. Bring this back a little bit so I can get you maybe to see what it looks like on here. Yeah, I thought my hand dirty. Just so you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. This is what it's looking like. This is it right here on the foil paper. It's all stuffed. Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna be rolling it, okay? So just take note, again, my first time filming. You may not see everything, but I'm trying. Give me an E for effort, shucks. Okay. Alright. So what I'm doing here is, this is just what was left in the pan of some of the mix that I had inside again. So what I'm going to be doing is, again, the turkey roll is rolled. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start rolling it just like you would do. And I'm just pushing it in. I'm rolling, coming back. Okay, I'm rolling. Again, you just keep rolling. Voila. I do have this little side, and I'm going to come with another. I mean, the amount of foil paper that you have on it really doesn't matter. No, it kind of